look, I was open about the fact that on the eve of the invasion of Ukraine, I didn't think that it would happen. I honestly, for a week or two, had been saying that I thought Russia could accomplish many of its political goals without a full-on invasion that would be devastating for it. The devastation turned out to be true. My prediction was wrong. I freely admit that. But I think that while we should admit when we're wrong with our predictions, we should also acknowledge those who got it right, especially if they got it right way in advance of it happening. And so I want to take you back to, I believe, January 3rd. This is like 7-8 weeks before the invasion, and take a look at a brief excerpt from one of our members only top 10 lists.
But number 4, we haven't really talked about it, but it's like foreign policy related, but Russia's totally gonna invade Ukraine. Like,
oh, geez.
That's definitely going to happen. And Biden's gonna not do anything about it because, like, why would we want to start a war?
And what would he do?
And what would he do? And like, there's already sanctions, but Putin doesn't give up, so.
So look, that's kind of what the conversation is like these days, Francesca, but that was January 3rd. That was our.
Why am I dancing?
Reactions.
I'm like dancing. This is the most morbid.
It is.
I was right. Oh God.
But you were right. That was our 10 gut feelings about bad stuff that could happen in 2022. And you nailed it way in advance.
I didn't have me getting COVID on that because I was like, I'm great and COVID's gross. Like, I'm made of rainbows and COVID's made of gross.
So it'll be separate, but
yeah.
But no, you did get that.
Yeah, and again, and this is for like a broader discussion, but I am so glad at the diplomatic steps and the sanctions, the specific and targeted sanctions that are now being used by not only Biden administration, but I think other countries as well. And I think something Bill McKibben said, and this is really important, obviously, climate reporter and writer and analyst, which is essentially oil companies that have been working with Putin all this time, as it's done crime after crime after crime, whether it was the invasion of Crimea or others, that it showed that it was leading to this point, that they were giving him money, they were making deals, and that was A-okay with our government. And it's like, when are we going to understand that actually weaponizing, I will say, weaponizing renewable energy is a national security issue that will keep us safer and will punish autocrats that rely on oil money. Meanwhile, and look, meanwhile, when our one autocrat doesn't give us money, we're like, oh, let's go to Saudi Arabia. Please, 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 please.
Yep.
We go to Venezuela. Please, 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 please. I'm not saying that Maduro is the same thing as bin Salman, but I'm still saying this is so absurd. That we keep on going to like oil-rich autocrat to oil-rich autocrat. And all we need to do is actually utilize our like technology and renewables. Anywho.
I agree. And look, the other side has been trying to push us in the exact opposite direction. They understand that we are in thrall to autocratic oil producing dictatorships. And their solution is just, oh, well, no, we should still be on oil. We should still be involved in this international market that can suddenly screw over everyone. We should just make a little bit more. And they'll pretend that that's gonna solve the problem. All it produces is a little bit more oil for the global market. The price might go down slightly. It's not like the US government packages up the oil drilled in North Dakota and then ships it directly to taxpayers in cities around the country. That's not how that actually works.
No, and meanwhile, they have no understanding of all the traders that are like banking on an oil depletion of oil, who are driving up the real prices. You got Jen Psaki up there going like, I don't know, ask BP and Shell why the hell the oil prices are so high, because they could definitely lower them.
They could, they're profitable.
Exactly, and like that's again, our corporatocracy means government is taking a back seat to corporations. And hey, what an amazing moment to learn that just right in our faces.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.